Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Down the Rabbit Hole News. I am the Rabbit. Listen, I feel like I am oh so much better. I'm still a little congested, because I can never just be 100% better, but it is what it is. Listen, we have to talk about this new information that's been coming about regarding Liam Payne from local sources. Now, let me just say this. One of the things that came out just recently from Infobay is that the connection with this Rolex watch and the prostitutes, right? That this Rolex watch that is yet to be found, that it seems to be kind of at the center of everything. And like I said, I feel like if we find this Rolex watch, we are going to get right to the answers, at least some answers as to what might have happened to Liam Payne. So, promises of love and the Rolex that no one can find, the secret story of prostitutes hired by Liam Payne. Now, um, my understanding is that the prostitutes were requested by Liam but hired by Rogelio Norris. So keep that in mind. On the day of his death, after having whiskey for breakfast, Liam Payne opened his Mac laptop and searched for prostitutes on the internet to accompany him to his room on the third floor of Casa Sur Hotel. He did not contact a VIP pimp woman who sells their services in the towers of Puerto Madero. Instead, he chose from the catalog of the Gemidos, a popular escort website. He contacted two women separately, women who did not know each other. They were far from being sex workers from the world of luxury. They were from areas such as El Telar in Isidro Casanova, single mothers, beneficiaries of social plans who never had a formal job in their lives, with debts of millions of pesos in microcredit firms. One worked as a prostitute through contracts and publications on the internet. The other directly did so in a private apartment in Buenos Aires through WhatsApp. Through WhatsApp, Payne promised them probably the money of a lifetime, $5,000. Now, they're not offering like screenshots of this conversation, so I guess they're expecting us to take their word for it, okay? Can you bring cocaine? The former One Direction member asked them. We ordered there. One of them answered. The women entered Casa Sul shortly after 11 a.m., given the reason for their visit. They were not registered on the reception computer, of course. However, they handed over their documents to be photocopied, which would then allow the city to identify them and raid them shortly after. Payne quickly ordered room service, scotch, whiskey, champagne, which the hotel did not have, and $300 cash. Now, when they say that they handed over their documents, I'm assuming like their IDs, identifying information type of deal, and the hotel then photocopied, I guess, that. That's interesting. According to the sources in the case, the request would have been reported to Rogelio Norris, the Argentinian businessman now charged with Payne's death in a case led by prosecutor Andres Madres, one of the largest investigations in recent histories. Norris, according to the same source, controlled Liam's money flow, would have authorized the consumption, knowing that Payne was being treated with sertraline, a powerful antidepressant that mixed with alcohol could lead to hallucinations, suicidal thoughts, and even kill him. Now, some of you guys had said in the comments, Rabbit, I've been taking Zoloft, which is like the other form of sertraline, for many years, and I've been drinking. But one thing we're not accounting, if you are to believe that Liam Payne was taking cocaine mixed with Zoloft or sertraline and then alcohol, we don't know what that mixture is. Also, based on what they're saying he took, I mean, it sounds like he never even took any time to rest from that, right? Like he just kept taking the alcohol, this powerful antidepressant with the alcohol. And then if you are to believe that he took cocaine with the cocaine, there's different factors here, right? That are to play. First of all, I don't know how long Liam Payne had been sober for. I don't know if he was just like sober and then suddenly he just started using and then bam, here we are, right? Like we have to kind of take into account the different things that are being put out there. So for me, when I hear somebody say, well, I take Zoloft and I've had alcohol, never had that type of interaction. Um, I think there's other factors that we have to consider, right? And then again, we have yet to be shown a toxicology report. We don't know. So we're also having to take their word into an explanation, which I kind of struggle with because from the beginning we've been lied to about how Liam Payne died. What happened? First, we were told he jumped, like he committed suicide. Then we were told something different. This is why I really, really struggle with just the overall reporting. Some of you guys are like, Rabbit, I don't believe that this is what happened to him. Okay, believe he was set up. I'm kind of in that too. Like, a lot of this is not making sense, and so my mind is kind of like, who would have benefited from his death? Who would have benefited from his death? Um, that's kind of where my mind is at. But y'all, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Rogelio Nores, according to the same sources, Rogelio Nores, according to the same source, controlled Liam Payne's money flow, would have authorized the consumption knowing that Payne was treated with citrulline, a powerful antidepressant that mixed with alcohol could lead to hallucinations, suicidal thoughts, and even kill him. The 300 investigators believe was not for the girls, but to pay for a possible drug dealer, also accused Ezequiel Pereira. To please Payne, a guest who already had a habit of trashing his room, the Casa Sur staff had to rush to a nearby Chinese supermarket. Okay, so here they're saying that Liam Payne had a habit of trashing his hotel room. Well, had he trashed it before? Like, are you guys saying that he had trashed this before and so he had a habit of doing it? Was this like this is the first time I hear of an incident, at least of this celebrity. Y'all let me know. Do you guys know if he had done this before? There they bought the pop star a bottle of inexpensive Johnny Walker Black Label. Okay, and then they're releasing more photos here. This is the lobby of Casa Sud where the scandal of the with the sex workers occurred. Now, Payne and the prostitutes had sex. They themselves recounted this in their subsequent statement in the case investigated by prosecutor Andres Madre, where they showed screenshots of their conversation. The police found 2 condoms at the scene. They also drank champagne in a strangely romantic atmosphere. Liam, according to their testimonies, knelt before them, told them that he loved them. I love you, I love you. And then he promised them his Rolex watch. What? I am not believing this bullshit. What? Okay, first of all, he was kneeling before both women, okay? And then he says, I love you, and I promise you my Rolex watch to both women. I call BS. Y'all, I call BS to this BS. I'm sorry. The prostitutes thought this was sweet and even chivalrous. Oh, I bet they did. I bet they did. They thought this was sweet, but like, I'm sure they thought this was sweet, but come the hell on. This is not real. This couldn't have happened. Finally, both went down to the lobby of Casa Sur shortly after 1 p.m., sat down on the gray armchairs waiting for Payne to come down and pay. Payne came down. This is just weird. So Liam Payne comes back downstairs, and basically, the prostitute got on her knees again and promised her love back, but I guess Liam did not pay. A small scandal began. Rogelio Nores arrived at the scene to resolve the situation. According to the sources in the case, a partial payment was made, far from the 5,000 promise. In the middle, one of them said, "I forgot my makeup in the room." Liam accompanied her. They took the elevator together. There, Payne's Rolex watch disappeared. The women were raided. Security forces forcibly entered the private room where one of them was prostituting herself. The Rolex did not appear. It remains missing to this day. Shortly after they left, one of them contacted Payne on WhatsApp to try to return. The pop star responded, but the meeting did not take place. For now, the investigators of the case do not consider the sex workers as possible defendants. The phones of both in hands of the justice after they were handed over have not yet been opened, as well as noticed cell phones in Liam's computer. Meanwhile, this last week, the sex workers appointed a lawyer in the case, Anthony Martin Castillo, but right now they're being considered as witnesses. However, this lawyer appeared in courtroom number 34 interested in the contents of the file, particularly in what is in in what was in the woman's phones. Hold up. The prostitutes have this Rolex watch. I mean, is it I am consuming this and I'm just not believing it. I'm not believing this. I'm not believing that he professed his love, kneeled before them, and this is their testimony about Liam Payne. He got on his knees and then he told them that he loved them. They're prostitutes, y'all. Like it's a business, okay? Transactional. And then he promised the Rolex watch. I'm not believing it. I'm not. I would probably assume that one of these prostitutes have this Rolex watch and probably, give it to like a pimp or something. I don't know. I'm just thinking that way, y'all. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do y'all believe in this? Because I'm not believing it. No, no. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.